Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Genshin Impact. So the second half of the new update is live, and with it the new 4-star character is available on the current banners, and it's Dori. So in this video guys, I'm gonna show you her overall abilities, how she works, her game style, and I'm gonna give you my personal impressions about her. Now Dori is gonna be a 4-star character, Claymore user, Electro. So it's a very common element. She's not Dendro, but she's gonna be Electro, and she is classified, as you're gonna see here from her kit, as like a probably support for the heals, but also very nice for the reactions. So you can go hybrid elemental mastery and hybrid HP build. But the fact that she's gonna be a 4-star means that it's very likely that you're gonna get her from the banners, right? Because every 10 wishes is a guaranteed 4-star. So I recommend you to at least try to unlock her, right? To add it to your roster, and you never know in the future, maybe with some new updates, she might become a lot stronger. So yeah, just my opinion. Well, for this trial version, she is equipped here with the Sacrificial Greatsword, very common 4-star weapon, and she has the 4-piece Noblesse. And now let's take a look at the talents. So the normal attacks, she's going to have a 3-hit combo, and because the Claymore, you can see that the percentages are pretty high. All the talents here are going to be level 8, so take also into consideration that these numbers, are enhanced. And she's going to be doing the spinning damage when she uses the charge attack, and well, that's just it. And then she has the plunge attack. So her actually combo looks like super cool, because she's not gonna wield the sword herself, but the little slime friend that she has is gonna be the one moving the sword. So look at this. See? So it's super cool. She's sitting on top of the cloud, and all this slime, I don't know how to call it, it looks like a slime, and yeah, it's gonna be the one that's gonna attack. So yeah, super nice animations as well. And you can see that's the combo, by the way. So 1, 2, double, and then 3, and that's the spin damage. So that's the charge attack hold. And yeah, she has the same stature like other characters like Chi-Chi, Sayu, and all those ones. And now moving on to the skill, she's gonna launch from her lamp this attack that's gonna do electro damage, and then after it hits, even if you don't hit opponents, you're gonna still create these additional 2 shots that are gonna automatically track opponents and do additional electro damage. You can see here the initial damage, and then the additional damage. The cooldown is gonna be 9 seconds, and that's how it looks like this, right? And then you can see after you hit, you have the 2 additional electro missiles, right? They're gonna do additional damage. So you can apply electro 2 times. And then finally we have the burst. Now the burst is gonna summon this genie. So you're gonna throw this lamp on the ground, and if you're close enough to it, this lamp is gonna heal you. So it's gonna continually heal your active character. So whatever character you have in your party is gonna heal it based on her maximum HP. It's gonna regenerate energy, which is super cool, and then it's gonna make the active character affected by electro, so you can receive reactions yourself. So just be careful about that. And now when the line connecting Genie and the character is gonna touch opponents, it's gonna deal 1 instance of electro damage every 0.4 seconds. So this is how often you can proc it. And these are actually all the numbers. You can see here the damage is pretty low. Then the HP restoration, which is pretty nice, and then the energy regeneration as well. This is gonna last 12 seconds, cooldown is 20 seconds, and the energy cost is 80. So it's pretty expensive in terms of energy. It's gonna need a lot of energy. So probably running as well with some energy recharge might be good. In this case, for the trial version, I think she has a lot of energy recharge, yeah. 240%, plus of course the fact that on the trial version additional particles are released, and that's her burst. Now I'm gonna show you here because I've already played the trial version, so I have all the energy full, and I want to use it like before there are any enemies, so you guys can see how it works. So you launch this lamp. So see this line? This is the line that's gonna do damage. Like if there are opponents here and you move, you're gonna do damage. If you get too far from it, see that the line is lost. So you're gonna lose the HP. You're gonna lose both the HP that it gives you, so the heal. You're gonna lose the damage you do on opponents, and you're gonna also lose the energy regeneration. So if you get too far from it, you're gonna lose the link, and that's when you lose all the benefits. And that's pretty much how it works. All right. So I just wanted to show you. And now moving on with the talents, the first passive talent unlocked at Ascension 1, when you trigger, so with the burst, when you trigger any reaction, right, with Electro, the cooldown of the skill is decreased by 1 second. And you can trigger it once every 3 seconds. So the duration of the genie, that remember is 12 seconds, you can proc it like one every 3 seconds. You can proc it, so you can decrease the cooldown by up to 3 seconds during the full duration of the 4 times the full duration of the burst. And yeah, that can help you, to use the skill more often, so to generate more particles, so that you can more likely have all the energy that you need to use it right away afterwards. And second passive talent you unlock at Ascension 4 instead, when you hit opponents with the second, like with the first hit or the second hit, all right, from the skill, she's gonna restore 5 elemental energy for every 100% energy charge that she has. I don't know if this is, I think it's just something for her, so it's not gonna affect your whole party. It's just for her. But it's some additional way that you can regenerate energy. And so, yeah, normally you start always from 100%. So that's the base energy charge that any character has. And so that means that already you generate 5 energy. Then any additional energy charge that you have is going to increase the amount that you can regenerate. And 1 instance, so every time that you use the skill, you can generate up to a maximum of 15 energy. And now the fact that both the first hit and the second hit regenerate energy, that means that you can generate actually 2 times, because you can both hit opponents with the first attack and then with the secondary attack. So that should allow you to generate up to 10 energy minimum. And then of course, if you have more energy charge, you can generate more, but the maximum is 15. So that's just no, actually no, sorry, because it says here only 1 instance can be triggered for every time they use the skill. So yeah, that's clearly wrong. You can only proc it once, either by the first hit or by the second hit, but you cannot proc both. So it's actually capped at 300% energy recharge. If you have 300%, you're going to be generating this 15 energy. Otherwise, you're going to be generating less. So yeah, my bad. I didn't read well enough. And then lastly is the last passive talent. She has just 25% of recover some materials from crafting character or weapon materials. And that's it. So I'm gonna just give you guys here the actual gameplay. Alright, so you can see in action. So that's the skill. Of course, if there are opponents, the skill is gonna like be aimed at one of the opponents. I don't know exactly the which opponent like is gonna hit. Probably is the one closest to her, right? But that's just how the skill works. And of course, because of Sacrificial Great Sword, you can see that you can actually like proc the passive of the sword, so you can have the skill cooldown to be reset. And that's the burst. So I'm gonna show you here what happens. Like, see that the connector, if I move around, I'm not attacking, see? But I'm doing damage with the line. Alright, so the line is proccing the little damage. And also it procs Electro. So that means that you can create additional reactions. And yeah, that's just, of course, very nice. And remember as well the heal. So you always have the heal. So try to keep opponents like between you and the lamp, so in that way you can permanently like proc the additional damage from it. And yeah, I'm just using her, right, so that you guys have an idea how it looks like. And then also like basic attacking level. And yeah, that's it. So that's how it looks like, you know, this new character. Of course, I think it's going to be very nice to create elemental reactions because of the continuous, like almost continuous electro application, right? I think it's very easy to proc reactions. So yeah, just be careful how you place it, right? And then try to always place yourself so that opponents are between you and the lamp. So in that way you can create the additional damage. If you get too far though, remember that you lose the link. So that's the only like thing they have to be careful. And then taking a look at the constellations, remember she's a 4-star, so it's very likely that you might be able, like if you like her in the game style, you might be able to get additional constellations, even if you're like a free-to-play player. And now C1 is going to increase the amount of additional bolts created after the skill. So after you use the first skill, the first hit, right, the second hit is going to have, instead of 2 attacks, 3 attacks. Of course, that's just more damage. C2, when you're in combat and you heal, you get healed by the burst, all right? So after you use the burst and you get healed to the character, no, that's connected to it, the genie is going to fire from the position of the character, is going to fire this missile, all right, this additional attack that deals 50% of Dori's attack damage. So it's just another way to do additional damage with it, right? But you have to get healed. So if you get healed, then that's when you create this this additional missile. And I think you can just proc it every time you get healed. You can proc it, like there is no cooldown. C3 increases the level of the burst. C4, once again, when you're connected with your burst, based on your current HP, you gain energy, you gain additional bonuses. So when the HP of your active character is lower than 50%, they gain 50% incoming healing bonus. So that increases by 50% the healings that they receive. And when the energy instead is less than 50%, they gain 30% energy recharge. So it increases the energy, you know, they generate when they get particles. So yeah, this all depends, you know, when you're connected to the genie and when you get like less than 50% HP or less than 50% energy. C5 increases the skill, and then lastly C6, Dori is gonna gain the following effects after 3 seconds after she uses the skill. So remember, skill has 9 seconds cooldown, and you can decrease a cooldown with the first ascension every time you create like an electro related reaction. Electro infusion, so that means that with the normal attacks you apply electro, and when your normal attacks hit opponents, all nearby party members will heal HP equivalent to 4% of Dori's max HP. And this type of healing can occur once every 0.1 seconds, so you can proc it like continually pretty much, as long as you attack. And yeah, of course, C6 seems to be very strong. Just remember about the Electro Infusion, because of course that means that against opponents like immune to Electro, you do 0 damage. And remember that this is always active for 3 seconds after you use the skill. And the skill has 9 seconds cooldown. You can decrease it, as I said before. But yeah, that means that like after the 9 seconds here, for the first 3 seconds, you always have these additional effects. So yeah, this makes her like a lot stronger, not only to create more reactions, but also to heal a lot more, right? Because your basic attacks can just heal all your party. So it's just super strong. Like Chi-Chi skill, when you basic attack, it's pretty much the same. And yeah, that's it. So my personal opinions about this character is that definitely she's like more of a supporting role, but she has a lot of ways to proc Electro, right? To apply Electro and to create a lot of reactions. So you can also use her like as a I don't know how to call it, like as a reaction character. You build quite a, I mean, not only Elemental Mastery, because she needs like some HP in order to heal more. But you can go for some like a hybrid build, Elemental Mastery, some energy recharge, and some HP. I don't think you really need that much damage on her, because like if you're gonna use her for elemental reactions or for healing, then you don't need to actually do damage. And yeah, so I mean, you can use her like a support in that way and to create tons of reactions. So yeah, she's pretty interesting as character. And definitely, you know, if you don't have many characters, or if you're just building just, you know, wanting to get a way to get more reactions, then definitely she's a way to go. And she's a 4-star, so as I said before, it's much easier to get them from the banner. And that's it, guys. So that's my overview about this new character. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see ya. Bye bye.